This hand sucks. I think this is a mulligan. It's so weird playing a format where we don't start with a companion hanging out to the side. So keeping this. I believe I'm getting rid of a land. So probably getting rid of mountain. That's true, Lady Hester. It still gives you wildcards. But the non-standard ones also grow your collection in like other ways. I don't know. It's all kind of much of a muchness. The lonely format. Indeed, indeed. I miss my Yorion / Gigantha. Obligatory companion. Ooh, Virtue of Strength. I wish I could fire that off, but my sequencing does not allow it. So here we are, a yes. I hope I draw a land next turn. No emotional support elk. I love the emotional support elk. Liliana, huh? Okay. What do I discard? I might need this Fire as a victory to not lose the game to Liliana. Like it's maybe Worldsoul's Rage. Worldsoul's Rage also helps us not lose the game to Liliana, though. I think this Liliana's going to be manageable. I'm not too worried. Spelunking. But in this, I guess we could get duressed. If we get duressed, we're in a lot of trouble, but details. What? I'm kind of loath to discard Kellan after they put Bandits all in play, but hey. Alright, X equals free. Target Liliana. Get back free lands. And then I guess play a second Spelunking for some reason. Forest Mountain Island. Okay. Yeah, there's like no reason not to play this, right? I can think of. Ooh. I wish that was on the top of my deck and not in my hand. Okay. Sure. Don't understand, but deal. I might want to keep this Rage in hand. I don't know. I can get free lands off this, but then I don't get to Flashback Deluge, but it's still pretty good for me. It's pretty bad if they manage to exile the Deluge then, but I should probably just do this. Okay, land is interesting, right? Need to do some maths in a second. So now if I Virtue of Strength, I would then only get to do X equals 4, but that seems pretty absurd. I need to leave red mana open. Yeah, this seems pretty absurd, right? Because of Spelunking. Common Spelunking W. Then we get to like Deluge post World Souls. Forest. Grab Mountain, I guess. Grab Island. Grab Island. Free. Why not? Should already have double green open, but I don't know. Slightly lazy of me. It's fine. Doesn't seem like it's particularly likely to matter. Yeah, opponent's turn. I should have done it opponent's turn. You're right. That was pretty bad. Anyway. It has been a couple months since I've last played Standard. What on earth? This do? Sure. Deal. I guess. Acceptable. So now they die? I believe. Hacking and blocking? What is that? Alright, easy game. So, black-white mid-range. Negate seems phenomenal. Thrun is pretty bad against Liliana. I assume we want... Oh, I did not mean to click that. Titan of Industry. I assume we probably want Roxanne. Probably just want all the threats. TBH. Yeah, black-white super friends. Seems something like that. And dealing damage is for Worldsoul's Rage. True. Many are saying this. Just take out Shigeki. Pretty low on Shigeki against Liliana decks, I think. Obviously, it can help fight Liliana, but I think most of the time it doesn't really work out like that. Seems good. Yeah, why not? Pretty mediocre hand, but definitely keeping. Opponent's mulliganing to 5. Only helps us out. Ooh, okay, Spelunking is an exceptionally nice draw. I wonder if I was meant to Theater for Mountain on 1. I don't know, it's pretty unlikely that I'm casting Fire's Victory, right? I just want to make sure I have my green source sorted. Also, I could draw Kellan. Could draw Virtue as well, and I'd probably just fire that off. Alright, they take the Spelunking. A little bit sad. I think I'm just going to go grab Mountain. It means I don't have a fetch land ready for Nissa. I think that's fine. Get my mana sorted. I want to just jam Nissa. Runs pretty badly into Liliana. I think I'm just going to chill. But maybe that's incorrect of me. Orin. Goes up to 5 loyalty. Okay, so we can fire as a victory, Sorin. Kaya, oh my god. That deck's wild. Kinda love it. Black, white, super friends. Alright, just gonna deluge this turn. 2 fetch lands in yard. Obviously need to figure out a plan for this Kaya at some point, but they are really friending. Yeah, that deck seems quite delightful. Cannot deny. Ooh. Phenomenal card. Plus land, I guess. Alright, obviously I could develop Nissa here. I think I would rather hold open this Negate. Maybe that's incorrect. The thing is, if I don't end up negating, then I get to Memory Deluge, which is obviously delightful. So. Also, if they go to duress me, I can just Deluge in response, which is nice too. If I counter this, they get to resolve a Kaya next turn, potentially. Pretty terrifying. Next turn I get to go Nissa plus fetch land. Might be incorrect. I worry that I'm just gonna die to Kaya now. As I'm doing this. Definitely pretty spooky. Right. Make blue-green. Okay, there's an Analyst. I could play that so I can attack the Kaya. Or I can just Deluge and try and set up something messed up. A little bit late to the party. Interesting. What am I doing? I go Nissa. Nissa Worldsoul's Rage might honestly be the choice. I think that lets me do some pretty messed up stuff next turn. Get to go Nissa. Oh, so they're dead? Cool. Love that. I was assuming they'd go Kaya minus, but apparently they did not have the land, and so they are going to be very sad. I guess I attack first. Played the oh, Arcavios. I love Arcavios. That card's so much fun. Arcavios is like the funnest thing you can do in Standard, I swear. So good. Have you seen me play that before, Scooter? I feel like a lot of people don't know about that card. It's so delightful, though. Oh, you just remember talking about it? Ah, okay. Regardless, it is delightful, so. They might just be chilling on the removal spell. The worst rare in March at the Machine Draft. I believe it. It's pretty delightful and constructed there. Alright, do you have it? No, you do not. You're in fact exceptionally dead. Yeah, it's super fun in Standard. There's just like an infinite combo with Arcavios in Standard. With multiple copies of Doppelgang. That is exceptionally silly. Well, I think I had less lands to go fetch than I realized. I think we should still be fine. I suspect we're going to be fine. Now, there's an infinite mana combo with Arcavios in Standard. That's if you have 3 copies of Doppelgang in your 75, you just make infinite mana on the spot and draw every instant and sorcery in your 75. And one of the Doppelgangs can be a copy effect instead of a Doppelgang if you want, and that still works. I should probably play around the Surge of Salvation. I bet so too, no, I bet so too. This is normal. This is normal and reasonable. Alright, I've got to do a lot of clicking here. Not making it easy for me. Oh my god, 60 triggers? You're kidding me. I just want to beat Surge of Salvation, okay? Yeah, backstreet triggers would have been unpleasant. Looking back, maybe I could have copied their Phyrexian Arena instead. No blue source, but I guess I'm keeping. Why not? Oh, I'm kind of happy I have an excuse to play this deck before it gets deleted from the format in a couple weeks. This is one of the most fun standard decks that's existed in years. What is happening? Everyone's playing Orzhov. Excuse me? I'm gonna save this fetch land for Nissa, I guess. So much Orzhov. We really need to find a blue source at some point. Classic Plains evolved sleeper. You love to see it. You really do. Oh my god, I want to scream. I know there's Nissa in my deck, but now I kind of want to like start putting these in the yard in case my Spelunking's killed. For rage purposes, I don't know. Probably doesn't matter much, but either way. Next time we get to rage the sleeper. No, it turns into a 3/3. Okay, we get to rage the sleeper. I'm still just correct. I forgot this card even exists. That was a phenomenal draw. Alright, X equals 3, I guess. Get myself 3 lands. Why not? And probably not playing Atlas Analyst. I don't know what's more brave. The like 2-color Evolved Sleeper or the all basics 2-color Evolved Sleeper. Alright, make a 1/1. Draw. Yes. All of them. All of the above. I don't think I'm ill-timed exploding yet. Oh boy, that's a good card. I believe I just want to ramp here. Okay. And then we sacrifice this. So I have exactly 2 forests to grab of these overlooks. Alright, what cards did I mill? Milled some removal. Cool. I guess we just say go. I either get to Shigeki for 2 or I get to Memory Deluge for 2, and either way we're pretty happy. Don't really mind taking some damage here. Shigeki for 2 can get like Rage, Fires or something. and clean up their board. I'm probably just gonna deluge though, because I just want to find Virtue of Strength more than anything right now. Or currently I want to find anything that would let me explosion this shoulder it, I guess. I guess if I Shigeki, I can just fire as a victory this, or Worldsoul's Rage it. Maybe that's just safer. Like, if the Deluge bricks, it's pretty sad. Unlikely to brick. I think this is, like, relatively safe. I think this is fine. Nice. Phenomenal draw. Is that lethal? They're on 27. So we'd have 18, 21. Not quite. So I could just discard this and then Shigeki it back later. Take 4 in the process. Hey. I want to be able to rage this. Means I'd only get Shigeki for 1. Maybe I chill on the Shigeki. I guess raging this isn't even that important, right? It isn't even that important. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. I can even get a fire as a victory and just kill it that way. Oh my god, can we please leave Mountain open? Boop. Play more standard. Standard's really fun at the moment. I'm excited to see how it turns out after Bloomburrow as well. Bloomburrow seems like potentially a very high impact set. Wow, Giada. Ooh, that's a good draw. Okay, so they are dead. We get to go Virtue. Doppelgang for 4, I guess. And then Worldsoul's their face. Boop. Alright. Not entirely clear what they're up to for that, but I guess we'll just do our standard playing around Rest in Peace sideboarding and feel pretty happy about it. Main explosion is probably bananas. There we go. Seems fine. I could bring in Pick Your Poison and Fool. They showed me Giada, so I'm gonna have other targets. Probably reasonable. Yeah, let's just do this. Alright. Seems fine. Turn 2 Kellan's always solid. This off. Go grab mountain, I suppose. Or forest. Just get another forest, and then we have... Yes, this is fine. How's this deck faring against Rip? It's fine against Rip. You have lots of flex threats that are good against Rip. That's cool. It does make playing out the Kellan a little bit less exciting. I might just draw 2 cards. Not being on board with Kaya. I love Kaya. Kaya is such a delight. Oh boy. When this dies, they start getting vampires. Alright, we maybe might have to raft the board soon. Am I allowed to wait 1 more turn? I really don't want to discard this Memory Deluge. I think I'm gonna wait 1 more turn. Go to 11. It's pretty acceptable. Yeah, I might be streaming for a bit longer, honestly, Sophia. I'm enjoying playing some Standard for the first time in a while. See how far we get in this metagame challenge thing. Take 7. Challenging some metagames, indeed. What will this Deluge find? Very good cards. As we know, now no longer have a 4 to discard for the Edgar, but we can Worldsoul's Rage the Edgar instead. Potentially. Or just like Fires of Victory instead. This seems good. We have 3 in yard, so I can go... X equals 4. Target Edgar. Hopefully they don't have a go for the throat to kill Edgar in response. That would suck. But... Oh, what? Okay, that's an exciting one. Yes, they have to choose their replacement effects correctly. They do. I mean, we're gaining 4 life. We can take another set of hits. Hey, Aspie. Oh, I haven't tried Convoke in Historic yet. Sounds pretty nice. They do get to order their replacement effects. Narrowly avoid disaster. Next turn we cannot X equals 3, sadly, on this Doppelgang, but it's fine. Okay. So... try this, I guess. Very nice. I think I still have enough targets. This grabs mountain. Excellent. Now we have no fetchables left. And a very well-prepared Doppelgang. When I was trying out Amalia, I did not feel that favored against energy. But maybe some of the additions have like swung that. Like maybe Jet Collector helps a bit. Yeah, I was finding like the removal plus the like energy has such a fast clock, but maybe if you have the right Amalia list, it makes the difference. Knight of Dusk Shadow. Oh my god. So we have what? 16? We can do X equals 4. Just skill diffing. The skill diff is real. That's the real way to make every matchup good. Ooh, Virtue of Strength, huh? I have nothing I really care about getting back from the yard. All right. Try not to break Arena by doing too large a Doppelgang. Azorius Control putting up numbers, mate. Maybe. That could kind of make sense. I played Jeskai Control, and I was honestly a bit scared of Azorius Control. In theory, just because of Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin felt, like, very threatening as a card for Jeskai. I would like to float 238 blue mana. And break the arena into things. Please and thank you. Oh, we have 2 rages in the bin, but we still have 1 left in the deck, I believe. Even if we don't, we just make like 100 creatures. I don't know. It'll be fine. Draw because of the client, yeah. In paper, my experience was that all my opponents were happy with me shortcutting that once you reach the point of having hundreds of mana. Basically, lots of my opponents in paper at the like Pro Tour qualifier I played in, their attitude was that like once I had about like 30 mana floating, they were just like, yeah, sure. You have infinite mana, I don't care, just do your thing. was the experience I had. Like no one wants to sit there whilst you go, all right, I go down from 21 green, 12 blue, and 3 red to 19 green, 10 blue, and 3 red. And then like just doing that on every single action. People just lose their minds and are like, just kill me already. Stop taking so long. Oh, I was doing that as well. When I play the deck in paper, I manually like write out and list out all the numbers I'm doing up until the point where my opponent just says, it doesn't matter. And I'm like, cool, thank goodness. It's really great when you play the mirror match. The people who play the mirror matches are the ones who are like most to quickly go like it doesn't matter. You'll be like writing your third number for the turn and they're like, it's cool, it's cool. Hey Celeste. This must be what it was like to die in that molasses flood. Oh my god. It's pretty trivial to go higher than that, but Arena gets really upset. Okay, we're against Invoke, so they have a really good draw, we're dead. And if they don't, we need to find blue mana. You know. Okay, they don't have a really good draw. They have like a fine draw. We might still be dead. Our hand's pretty slow. Need some things to go right. Such as a blue land, please. No going over 9,000 mana. Indeed, indeed. Alright, Knight Errant. Sure, sure. They only find a novice. Surprised they didn't want to give up 2 damage there to dig for Recruiter. Maybe that means they already have a Recruiter. Well, it's not ideal. Must be sad. We don't have blue mana. Next turn, Nissa plus land does give us Explosion though. Okay, cool. So we do have Explosion next turn. Nissa like backdoors us into blue mana, and Spelunking means that the land's untapped. I guess they could have like Get Lost, but outside of that, we seem fine. All right, we good. My goodness. So many misses. All right, Nissa, you did your job. Good work. Good work. You're off the team, I guess. Another reinforcement. Yep. We could still lose this. Our hand is like impressively clunky. I see. That's not great for me. I believe you have missed something, Sales. True. Okay, well, I guess we just make blockers. Range wild. Get to block 2 creatures. We take 9 if we want to keep both of our creatures around, which we probably do. We probably do want that. Hopefully they don't have Case of the Gateway Express. That would be deeply upsetting. Okay, now we go to 1. Which we're probably not allowed to do, right? We're probably not allowed to go to 1. Because 1 is dead to the vampire? Although they would have played that pre-combat, right? So they don't have the vampire. Yeah, they would have played the vampire pre-combat. We're just allowed to block like this. I'd be so upset if they play the vampire post-combat. Okay, thank goodness. I would have lost my mind, I swear. So many Aftermath Analysts. Okay. I might actually not want to play out all the Analysts, because I kind of want to, like, bootstrap a Virtue of Strength, right? So middling is less important than having untapped basics, essentially, because of getting this virtue out. Not really paying much attention to what basics I'm grabbing. I'm assuming they're just dead this turn, almost regardless of what I do. I think my micro decisions are pretty irrelevant at this point. We have a Worldsoul? We do not. Okay. Do this first then. At that time, maybe I should play out the second analyst. But again, my micro decisions are basically irrelevant. I just have to play fast. Playing fast is way more important than like literally any decision I could make at the moment. All right, let's do a deluge. Very nice. Love to beat Convoke. I have to remember how I sideboard in this matchup. It's been a little while. Really, I should pull up my handy dandy sideboard guide that I have over on my exclamation mark Patreon for the stack. It's really tempting to do that. I genuinely can't remember. I know I do some like weird nonsense in this matchup when I'm actually thinking it through. Good self-promo, indeed, indeed. I think I came to the decision that I tend to not like Titan of Industry in this matchup. Oh, I like Pick Your Poison on the draw quite a bit. And then I don't like Atraxa's Fall, which is currently what I have, instead of second Pick Your Poison. Extremely fair basic land matchups, probably not. I think people can muddle their way through those. Yeah, Doppelgang's very good against the Amp from Recruiter. You just kind of don't need it, though. My experience is the games where you're doppelganging are games where you're already winning against them, generally. So, just kind of unnecessary. I think I came to the decision I really don't like cutting Deluge against them. This. Yeah, not use it for game 2 and then use it for game 3. That would illustrate how good it is. Great. Well, I'm allowed to keep this on 6. I really don't want to go to 5. This does have ill-timed explosion. This is like obviously a pretty bad 6. In that I don't... Wait, they put me on the play? Never mind, apparently the 6 is like fine then. If I knew I was on the play, I might have kept the 4th land. I genuinely wasn't expecting my aggro opponent to ever put me on the play, but here we are. That's so wild. I'm so confused. Okay, we're getting that scry. Scry value. Problem is, if I go for an explosion here, it doesn't necessarily kill the warden. Might just be kind of nice to go get my forest sorted out. Obviously, this Warden is a little spooky. Certainly is growing. Certainly do be growing. Oh boy, it's a Kenzen, huh? Sure. They get in for 5 damage. Alright, not having as many virtue of strengths in our deck is definitely hurting a little bit in this exact scenario. Okay, discard an Aftermath Analyst and... yeah, very weird opening 7, indeed. It has seemed that way. Alright, they get in for some damage. They get themselves a scry. We might actually lose this game, which was a little bit sad. Interesting. Kinda want to play Nissa and then Mountain. It's definitely like the weirdest possible line. I think it's good. Yeah, the Vengeance certainly helps. It does. I agree. Also helps protect us against Case of the Gateway Express. Alright. I guess it doesn't protect us against Case of the Gateway Express. But you know, details. Do I do this now? They're gonna want to attack with their creatures, right? So they're not gonna activate the Warden pre-combat. Okay, now I do it before they declare attack, so they don't have like weird post-combat case scenarios, I guess. Lethal. Wow, aggressive. Love it. A plus. A Sun Thief. I have enough in the yard where Aftermath is plus mana, so I guess I just go for that. Or anything else? Mill the pick your poison, sure, I guess. Kind of just assuming we're going to get all our lands out. I don't need to pay too much close attention here to what I'm grabbing. Seems pretty likely that's the case. Alright, I can gain 4 life. Hang on. Doing pretty well for ourselves. Love to gain 9 life. Big same. I seem like just drawing cards here is pretty reasonable. Maybe I should chill on this. I guess I can just chill on this. Fight over the rebuild instead. I don't know. Seems pretty hard to lose, regardless of what I do here, outside of like Worldsoul's raging my Nissa. Technically, there are bad lines I can take, however, they are not particularly plentiful. Hey, good cards. Nissa, get in there. 3 points at a time. We probably could have killed them that turn. I'm kind of forgetting that I'm hitting them for, like, actual factual damages here. Anyway. But not giving up. I respect it. Channel my Shigeki. Attack with my Nissa. Alright. Very nice. 3-0. Easy game. Alright. I believe I am required to mulligan this on 7. I believe I am keeping this. Probably getting rid of Doppelgang? Anyone putting 9 cards in hand? Very, very normal amount of cards to have in hand. We need to hide out for blue and overlook for red. Which does make this Virtue of Strength a little weird. Anyway. Interesting. Against Basic Forest, I might just jam the Analyst into play, maybe. I guess I can do that next turn. I go fetch Mountain this turn. No, that doesn't work out. I grab Forest this turn? Yeah. And next time we Analyst Mountain. Yep, it is the mirror. I was thinking it was. Okay. The Echoing Deeps. Echoing Deeps value. So powerful. Alright, force them to have a removal spell, or else we're gonna get a lot of value off this Aftermath Analyst. I could just get back to Nissa with my Forest. With my Virtue, potentially. Because then if they play their own Nissa, we get to go Nissa, fetch, kill it. But then we play into Explosion pretty badly. But yes, we don't want to do that. Only like a little badly. Nissa would go get a thing. This is good. Alright, they kill my Analyst, but I get to go grab something of Nissa. I guess the downside here is now they get to Nissa as well, which sucks, but it's fine. We'll both be doing it, so at least it's kind of fair. Fair exchange. Green, red. Aftermath Analyst. So if I play out Analyst, they can Explosion me. So I kind of want to hold it. Okay, they do have their own Nissa. This is obviously way worse into Nissa plus Fires of Victory, because now we're not threatening an Analyst crack. And they get to clear my Nissa. That would suck. Yeah, they have it. Ugh, gross. Gross, gross, gross. If I go Fires Analyst, I don't get to draw a card, but then they have to answer the Analyst. Or else they die, but they can just Worldsoul's Rage it, so that doesn't accomplish anything. I guess I just do this. And I have to do it now, because even if they just get a single mana off the Nissa, that lets them crack their Analyst. Yep. Yep. Okay, they don't have a fetch land at least. Now if they play out the Analyst, we get to Explosion them. Very nice. Yeah, I guess we just have to Explosion here. Means discarding our Nissa, probably, which is unfortunate, but... Oh, I could discard my Explosion. I think that's better, and then I get to do a Nissa Analyst turn. I worry about, like, dead ending on stuff to do, but... I think this is pretty reasonable. Good luck. Thank you. I mean, that expansion explosion would be pretty nice. TBH. Alright, this is their turn. That's such good news for us. They're just drawing 2 cards, and we get to do whatever we want next turn, which is mainly going to be getting a lot of lands in play. I guess we're 1 short of cracking Analyst, huh? That's pretty sad. Oh, does that mean I don't get to do the Nissa thing? I'm really just meant to crack Analyst this turn, right? Yeah, I guess I was meant to keep Explosion instead of Nissa. I'm very silly. Anyway, obviously this is still a phenomenal turn for us, though. We get to be the first person to dump 10 billion lands in play. So all the mountain ones are near the top. So I guess I need to get a bunch of mountains here to have this work out, right? We're gonna fetch every basic out of our deck. Does mean this Nissa now sucks. Yeah, I really wish keeping the Nissa was a big mistake. I should have ran the maths to double check that. That was a pretty big mistake. We'd be a lot happier if we had a divination in hand instead of her, but still in a pretty good spot. Obviously, they could play an Analyst here, and that would be quite strong, but they are not doing that. Amazing. If we draw a Deluge, we basically win the game. Or a Shigeki would win us the game too. Aftermath can dig for those cards. Alright, let's play out the Virtue. Play out the Analyst to dig for a Deluge. Fail to find one. Feel slightly sad. I can use the Analyst to get a Nissa search to try and hit another Analyst to get another mill for a Deluge. Probably going to float a lot of green mana here because Auto Tapper has left me with very little green. That's not an Analyst. Thing. Very grumpy. Obviously, this is all my fault for not keeping the divination. Alright, let's draw a card. Ding, ding, ding. Easy game. Analyst is plus mana, right? I should probably keep it. Also lets me like convert colors, which could be weirdly relevant too. Very nice. 5 plus 9. It's not quite there. I can use Analyst to go plus mana here though, I guess. It's like pretty hard for us to lose. We're pretty far from guaranteed to win this game, but it's pretty hard for us to lose it. So. Right, I guess. And say go. I could just flash back to Daily Fish instead of cast the one from my hand. Okay, cool. Alright, so the way we would lose involves them having a Doppelgang in their main deck, I believe. They could maybe do something weird with Nissa plus Spelunking as well. That could get us. Cool. Easy game. And they die. I'm pretty happy with how I navigated the first like 5 or 6 turns of this game. With the Nissas and Analysts. I guess I don't even need to do this. What am I doing? Why am I not just Wild Souls raging them? Whatever. Very nice, because number go up. That's a good reason. I only have 1 turn the earth at the moment, which is pretty sad. A little bit unfortunate. I think I like this as baseline, and then you can bring in Negate if, depending on how the opponent sideboards, but I think this is good baseline sideboarding. Can maybe be talked out of Shigeki. I'm not 100% on that. Shigeki gets pretty bad if they have rollback. All right. Game 2. I suppose so. Yes, we keep this. It ain't great, but interesting. Ooh, Spelunking. That is a good card. Yeah, I could hold Open the Spire as a victory, but I don't have an untapped land for next turn if I do that anyway, so I guess I'd rather just get a tapped land out of my hand. And if they play a Nissa, I can always take a turn off to kill it. I do play a Nissa. I really hope they don't have another one of those in hand. Oh, I may be meant to wait. I'm probably meant to wait against this one. Some Nissas you wait against and some you don't. I think this one I'm meant to. Oh, they get in free damage. Yeah. This might let them deluge because I waited. It does not. Let us saying go. Okay. Deal. Very strange. I guess I just do my own Nissa. I don't know if I would actually do this if I was playing offline. I'm kind of mainly taking this line because I'm online and I know they're not getting priority. I think if I was offline, I might consider not jamming Nissa and just developing Spelunking instead. But that is not the case, so feels pretty fine to do. They continue to not have fetch lands. Phenomenal. Alright. I'm not sure what we're doing, but it's probably going to be pretty good. Whatever it is. Whatever it is, it's going to be pretty strong. That qualifies. Holy shit, I built free lands. This is incredible. Okay. I think they die, probably. I'm pretty certain they die here, right? Seems exceptionally likely. Oh, I've almost certainly fetched incorrectly here some way along this. It doesn't matter. It doesn't actually matter, but I have probably fetched slightly incorrectly. I don't know. Doppelgang, X equals 4? That should be enough mana to work with. Yeah, 60 mana. Cool. Seems good. This is like my favorite thing to do with Doppelgang. It is such a fun card. You have no idea how many people don't know you can do this with Doppelgang, Nor. Targeting Nissa is like really weird and unintuitive. Yeah, I target my legendary creature, I guess. Why not? I've always wanted to target a legendary creature, it just makes sense. Yeah, most people don't realize it, which is honestly fair. But it's like half the reason to play the card. It just like gives you a Splinter Twin. Hey. That was kind of disappointing. I was hoping to have to work for it a bit more, but hey, I guess we'll take it. Oh, okay. 4-0. Easy. I guess so. And seems fine. Common Virtue of Strength W. God, Jason has infected me with the common word W. Phrasing. Office Inspector, interesting. Ooh, very nice. Oh, it got that from Sister Magic. I didn't realize that. That makes sense. Checks out. You know, it's certainly possible that I'm meant to have Fire's Victory open this turn, so I don't lose to the combo. But apparently they don't have the combo, so we're actually just fine. This Warden's pretty spooky, though. We're going to be Fire'ing this Warden. Common Jason W, it's true. Yeah, my sequencing's been really weird, because now I don't necessarily have Explosion next turn. I might have messed up somewhere in all this. Widespread piece of idiom. I've just not encountered it before outside of Jason saying those words. I guess Ray also says those words. I kind of just assumed Ray picked it up off of Jason, but... terrifying. Feels like a Twitch thing. That's believable. I think I'm doing fine here. We have one of those common scenarios where, like, either they threaten to kill me and then I get to do my thing, or they interact with my board and they're not killing me. It's like, okay, I'm pretty happy either way. It's kind of the reason why Tima's pretty good in the matchup. I guess the second case would be pretty messed up here. I am relieved. The Thruns are fun. They sure are. Oh boy, how am I doing? I really want to Analyst. I would go up to 20 life, and I would get to block the Knight Errant. Well, it sounds pretty reasonable, right? Yeah, the Thruns are for blue-white control, pretty much exclusively. But they are pretty good against blue-white control. I've also seen people play the Tyrannix Rex in that slot. Alright, I'm gonna take a lot of damage here. Taking 9 plus... going very low, basically. Am I just dead? Did I just, like, misplay pretty horrifically? I'm gonna gain 4 and go to 19, and then I'm gonna... Yeah... I guess I left myself dead to exactly Epicure or Reinforcements. Maybe I didn't need to do that. Let's go to 0, yeah. Alright, this is probably my own fault. Yeah. I probably should have just exploded, I guess. Greedy. Greedy. Play badly, get destroyed. Okay. Yeah, the game is probably pretty unlosable if I just explode instead. They only get to hit me for, like... I guess they... Yeah, they only get to hit me for, like, 10. Go to like 5-ish. This doesn't have a sweeper, but obviously I'm keeping. Like, this hand is a very, very clear failure case that can occur, but I don't know. Strong proactive hand seems fine on the play. Shigeki first. Maybe that's crazy. All right. The natural teamer, a rare occurrence. So I drew a land. That might make me just want to Spelunk. Instead of activate Shigeki, although I run into case this way pretty badly. I could also just Nissa, and then if they case me, I can just block. And it's like kind of fine. Like, they would case kill a thing, but they'd lose a 1/1 in the process. Oh my god, Witch Stalker Frenzy? Crazy. Okay. I am pretty okay with that outcome. I guess now they could go land case, and that would be brutal, because I'd lose my whole board and they'd still get the Anthem. What? Okay, sure. Acceptable. Anything but this Stalker Frenzy, indeed, indeed. I think a fetch land there was really good, by the way. Very relieved we did that. Alright, play this one out. Interesting choice. Yeah. A little bit of a surprise, but lead is cool. Alright. This is their play. It's probably pretty reasonable for us, because now I get to do the analyst thing. That is also an exceptionally nice draw. Yeah, this game is over. Game is quite done. Sacrifice this. Some lands. Green. Green. Yeah, I can do like Shigeki nonsense. We have 3 lands in the yard, so I can do this for X equals 3. Or just do, yeah, X equals 3 in the Thalia. Thanks, Nissa. Nissa's doing a good job. Proud of her. Alright, our fetch lands are about to get a lot worse, sadly. But hey. I think we're still doing okay for ourselves. I think we'll be just fine. get back. So we can do x equals 4, I guess? Why not? Targets. 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. I might want Atraxa's Fall if they have Worldsoul Cool in their deck. Potentially. Definitely tempting. No, my experience with Doppel is it's like good against Convoke when you resolve it. But the scenario is when you resolve it, and typically in games you just can't ever lose anyway. Like, it is a very powerful card against them, but I kind of feel like if I get to 8 mana against Convoke, I'm doing really well for myself. It's pretty good against the Vampire sales, but not many people like lower on that card nowadays, I think. It is very good against the Vampire, though. Maybe in the drawer I have to take out a Nissa. Kind of makes sense. A little bit harder to tap out for. Oh, maybe I want Titan of Industry if they have Worldsoul Cool. I don't know. Maybe. That's probably pretty good. Yeah, the 2 white vampire. That's the one. Am I allowed to keep this? It doesn't have a sweeper. It does have, like, the proactive cards. It also doesn't have red mana. It's like... I feel like I would keep this on 6, but... On 7, I kind of want to mull this and look for something a bit stronger. Well, this is clearly worse. I'm also probably keeping it. Oh boy. Yeah. Yeah. Clearly a worse hand. Clearly keeping. The classic. Oh, Mirax, my beloved. I'm worried this means they're gonna Gleeful me and I'm gonna lose the game very rapidly. If this was a Pick Your Poison, this game might look substantially different. Yeah. Oh, what? The hand's just awful. Okay. Apparently so. Wow, I wish I kept the 7 now. If this is what they're doing. If I kept the 7, I could probably never lose. Yeah, they kept a pretty bad one. Alright, that's good. That makes up for some things. Yeah. Suddenly I'm feeling slightly more scared. I think this is going to come down to whether they have an answer for my Nissa or not. They scried to the top, which means they are quite likely to have an answer, but hey, here we are. Please don't case me. Oh god. Fucking... Their hand seems so awful the first 2 turns of the game. Now we are dead. Oh, so sad. This matchup's like really good. I guess I messed up game 1 though. I threw game 1 when I probably couldn't have lost if I had swept the board instead of analysting. So it's kind of my own fault. Probably could have won that match if I'd played better. Alas, only 4-0.